And the thing about are in no particular order. And the books that I have of him, Ian McEwan, but I'm not a flip. And I haven't gotten past a few pages of Emma. The next author. No, I don't call it author. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm sorry. Hey guys, this is Sonali, the melodramatic bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I have a lot of books on my TBR, on my bookshelves, and I keep trimming my TBR because I know that there are some books that I will never read. I have them, but they will just be relegated to the back seat. I am not going to pick them up anytime soon, but that's a different matter altogether. But here, in this video, I am here to talk about all the authors on my TBR that I'm really excited about, but I have never read before. I know that some of these authors I should have read a long time ago, but I haven't. So here we are. So without further ado, let's get into this video and let me share with you all the authors on my TBR that I haven't read and I am excited to read. Please don't judge me. Please. A quick disclaimer, these authors are not in any particular order of preference. It's just completely random. Author number 1 is Stephen King. I have 4 of his books, which is It, The Shining, Sleeping Beauties, which he wrote along with his son Owen King, and Insomnia. Stephen King is sort of a supernatural horror writer and I'm a pure scaredy cat, and I don't know how I'm going to survive reading his books, but I hope I do. Author number 2 is Yuval Noah Harari, and I have 2 of his most famous books, you could call it, and the books are Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. I have a Kindle version of this book, but I thought Amazon was having a sale and I bought the paperback. And how could I pass up when this was also coming for a pretty cheap price? This Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow is a sequel sort of thing to Sapiens. So yeah, I've heard so much good about this author, and you'll be hearing this dialogue for a long time to come, as you've been hearing for the past so many months. The next author is someone who I'm really excited to read. The author is Haruki Murakami. I have 2 of his books and one of them I'm completely in love with. The books that I have are Kafka on the Shore, which is alright, I guess, to look at. But then the book that I'm really excited about is this one, Killing a Minotaur. And I can't even. Kafka is going to go ahead and get finished by this month end, I think, or maybe by mid-December. But this one. The next author is Salman Rushdie. I have 4 of his books. You could say 5 because one of them is a small omnibus of sorts. And the books that I have of him are Midnight's Children, The Ground Beneath Her Feet, Harun and the Sea of Stories, and Luca and the Fire of Life. So this is the book I was talking about. It has 2 books, Harun and the Sea of Stories and Luca and the Fire of Life. The 5th book that I have is, oh wait, it's huge, Joseph Anton, a Memoir. The next author is Mohsin Hamid. I have 2 of his books. The books are Exit West and Moth Smoke. Moth Smoke was part of a set of books that I got from my parents as a birthday gift, and that was like 4 months ago, but it's still there on my TBR. It's not going ahead like so many other books. This was shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize 2017, and that was the reason I bought this book, but I still haven't gotten around to reading it. Maybe soon. See, I told you. The next author is Robert Dugoni, and the books that I have that are written by him are the 1st through the 5th of the Tracy Crosswhite series and the 7th canon. I have no idea what they're about, and I really want to go ahead and read them because of late I've been hearing a lot about how amazing he writes. The next author is one who is known for her historical fictions, and I haven't read a lot of historical fiction books. After having heard so much about her writing, I thought, okay, I need to go ahead and get these books. The author in question is Philippa Gregory, and the books that I have of her are the Vaideca series, the Vaideca trilogy, and Fallen Skies. The next author is Ian McEwan, and the book that I have and that I really want to read is Atonement. And I got this as part of the June book haul that I had, and I had really meant it when I said that I will pick you up soon and I will, learn what the reason behind the brooding look on James McAvoy's faces. But I didn't get to reading it. And the next author is one whose book that I had spotted on our way back from Greece last year. Her book, Cartes Postales from Greece, was on the stands at the Athens airport, and I thought I want that book, but it was very expensive then, and even in India when I checked on Amazon and the likes, I found it to be expensive, so I haven't bought it yet. But when we went to the Lock the Box sale held by Bookstore in June, I found 3 of her books and I grabbed them. And now I have them, but I still haven't read them. The author in question is Victoria Hislop, and the books are The Return, The Island and The Sunrise. All of these are set in Greece and I don't want anything else. Nothing. So as you can see, I'm a sucker for stories in Greece that are set in Greece. And if you find any, don't hesitate to send them over to me. The next author is Joanne Harris. I remember coming across her book after I had known about a movie called Chocolate. So when I dug a little deeper and found out that it was based on a book, of course I bought the book. I didn't know Chocolate had a sequel, but I bought Peaches for Monsieur Liqueur and the Lollipop Shoes, both without knowing that these 3 were of the same series. So call it luck or call it something else, but yeah, I have these 3 books which I haven't read yet. The next author, I don't think you'll have ever expected that someone like me might have not read these books, but I'm not a fan of classics, and the author in question is Jane Austen. I have 3 of her books, Pride and Prejudice, Northanger Abbey and Emma, and I haven't gotten past a few pages of Emma the first time I started it. So maybe it's the style of writing that isn't my style, but I really hope to read at least Pride and Prejudice sometime soon. So let's see how it goes. The next author is Harper Lee. I haven't read both of her books before. In order to get through To Kill a Mockingbird, I put it on the 10 books I want to read in 2018 list, and I still haven't gotten to reading it. But yeah, this is an author that I really want to read. The next author is Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yes, I haven't read 100 Years of Solitude and I haven't read Love in the Time of Cholera. I actually started 100 Years of Solitude, but about 60-70 pages in, I couldn't take it and I left it like that. But I know I will be picking both of these up sometime soon. And the last author on this list is J.R.R. Tolkien. I have The Hobbit, I have The Lord of the Rings, all 3 books. Every time I start reading The Lord of the Rings, something happens, and 10 pages in, I'm like, oh my god, I can't take this. Why is this book like this? But maybe I need a lot of patience to read it, which I'm very short on right now. So maybe sometime when I'm like 65 or 70 and I'm sitting in an armchair and I don't have anything better to do, then I'll read it. So those were the authors who are on my TBR and who I haven't read yet and who I want to read but I'm not getting the time to read. Which ones are on your TBR? Which authors are on your shelves or on your bookshelves but you haven't gotten around to reading them yet? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching and add melodrama to your life.